up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of LATINOW. ¿Cómo está mi raza allí en casita? I hope you guys are having a great day today. We are about to get started with our another episode of LATINOW. ¿Cómo andas?
I'm good. I'm chillaxing here. We want to start off by giving a shout out to Bones and Blades Barber Studio here, 4433 Montana
Avenue. So if you guys need a haircut, que los pongan guapos y guapas, you all need to make your way out here to Bones and Blades and Blades Barber Studio. You guys make sure you guys visit them for a good haircut, bro.
I need one.
Yes, you need one. Me too. You know what? I just haven't had the time. Ni tiempo tengo de cortarme la greña. It's not like I have much, right? Ya me estoy quedando pelón de tanta gorra que uso. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm going bald with all the caps I'd be wearing and stuff.
Well, you can still, clean
it up a little bit, yes. Totally agree with you. All right, so what are we gonna start off with?
We are going to start with our favorite segment, the people who got caught.
A ver, who do we have? Let's go ahead and get started because these people obviously were not doing what they were supposed to and they unfortunately got caught. Andaban de preciosos como ya dijimos la semana pasada. They obviously do not know what they get themselves in. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our bad boys. So here we go, guys. Who do we start off with? I think we're going to go ahead and start off with, she's an innocent Dora la Exploradora. That's exactly what she looks like. Dora the Explorer, guys. Her innocent face, honestly, she looks so cute and innocent. But let me tell you, de inocente no tiene nada.
That's right. Her name is Soleil Quiñones, and she was arrested with assault charges.
I wonder who she beat up. You know what? She looks, neta, she looks como que allí they were at a family gathering and then like her tia started talking down to her mom. Typical Mexican parties where they eventually start drinking, empiezan a tomar y luego se olvidan que son familia and then they start throwing stuff at each other, que usted tía por andar de metiche y de chismosa, all this and all that. And guess what? Pues apparently she probably hit somebody, bro, because she got caught for assault. Desafortunadamente.
She's 26 years old. I think she looks very, very young. I don't know. You guys.
Well, forget the young. Forget the young. She's only 5'5", bro. I wonder how tall the person she assaulted was, man.
I mean, I was really surprised to hear that she assaulted someone because I would have never guessed in a million years.
Hey, you know what? These tóxicas. I mean, I'm just saying the tía, but maybe it was a boyfriend. A lo mejor agarró allí al vato con otra chava, for all we know, man. He was probably cheating on her, so she's all like, screw you, tómala, güey.
Actually, you know what? I said she was arrested. She's actually on the most wanted list.
She's on the most wanted. Ándale, Dora. Te andan buscando. I hope you find your map and make your way to the county or something because they're looking for you. They're going to get you.
And if you have seen her, you can report it. It will be anonymous, and you do get some money. So I'm gonna start looking for her.
Hey, what if I submit a picture of Dora la Exploradora? Maybe I'll get some money, right? I think she looks like her, bro. Like tienen cara de que no hacen nada, but man, those tóxicas are tóxicas, bro. You gotta be careful with those tóxicas. Who else do we have next? Who are we moving on to? Who's this?
This is Emmanuel Ruben Morales.
Emmanuel, no manches. You could tell right away this guy was having too much fun, bro. Like, his eyes are like a little too red. Tan de color de mi cap, honestly.
He looks lit for sure. I have no idea if it's just alcohol. But he is actually wanted for endangering a child.
Dude, nah. You know what? Este no tiene perdón. You know what? Make sure you guys report him. If you guys know him or if you guys have seen him, please report him. How are you going to put a child endangered, bro? Like, there's no excuse. There's no explanation. I mean, a child is a child. And if you're not responsible enough to take care of the child, you know what? You deserve the worst. Así de plano, the worst.
Do you remember what happened to us?
No, a mí no me pasó. That happened to you. No. Don't even try to throw me under the bus like that.
I mean, accidents do happen.
Nah. I'll tell you guys real quick. I'm going to shorten up the story. So they were actually at Walmart, and eventually, you know how there's lost children, or they literally go their way and they miss their parents or whoever they're with, and then you hear over the intercom like, we have a missing child, the parents of so and so, please come and reclamar a tu hijo, a tu hija, So they're shopping. I wasn't there. He's lying. I was not there because I would have caught on to it. It was him and my sister, and they're shopping or whatever, and they're making fun of the intercom person announcing like 10 different times, the parents of so and so, we have your child, come pick her up. Well, guess what? It was my little cousin that they took with them to the store, and they forgot that they had a child, and the child literally was lost. So one of the employees from the store eventually tried helping her to find the people that were in charge of her. Well, guess what? It was this fool right here y mi hermana. So after like 10 different times que anunciaron en el intercom, los padres de la niña so-and-so, they realized, oh my God, that's my little cousin. We got to go get her. Well, yeah, guess what? Les metieron una regañada como se merecen. They chewed you guys out for what I hear.
They did. And you know what? We deserved it. I was just not used to having a kid around me. And it's pretty shameful. But, it happens to the best of us.
No shame in your game. Plain and simple.
We stopped taking kids. We stopped our own kids.
And yeah,
lesson learned.
When my niece was born, like, we get used to it. I mean, you do get used to it because like you have a responsibility that you have to look out. Pero way, I'm sorry, pero mira, you could tell he was at a total different level. I don't know if it was alcohol or some other substance, but you could tell this guy was definitely not in his 5 ways of taking senses. Sorry, 5 senses to be able to take care of a child. So absolutely. I'm sorry, Emmanuel.
If you're gonna be drinking, if you're gonna be doing anything like that, do not take your child with you. I don't care. There's things that you can do.
I'm sorry, Emmanuel, but you deserve what you deserve. Plain and simple, pa' que aprendas, güey. All right, who do we have next? Let's move on to the next one.
Next, we have Manuel Jesus Perez.
Oh, bro, I like this one, dude. I like this one because you know what? You guys know I eventually find the lookalikes.
Okay, but before you go there, like, I will say
what did he get arrested for?
He got arrested for
DWI.
Exactly.
Otro caso. Like, why do you guys insist in drinking and driving? If you're going to party it up, just make sure you're safe and you keep the community safe. Call Uber, bro. Like, nada te cuesta pagar $30 que te cobre un Uber to take you home, but you're going to be safe. Plain and simple.
I mean, but you were going to say he looks like someone?
Yes, he does. He reminded me of someone. I don't know if we're going to be able to post up the picture, but neta, what was his name? Ya hasta se me olvidó su nombre.
Jesús Manuel.
Jesús Manuel. Guess what, Jesús Manuel? Te encontré el parecido con mi amigo el homies. El homies. A ver por allí.
The toys.
You guys remember those popular little toys that I've never understood why, but as a matter of fact, I know someone that would collect them. They would actually collect them.
I went to a Halloween costume contest, and there's like 3 different people dressed as homies. It was the funniest thing ever.
What?
Yeah, like I was like, I want to be a homie, but I suck.
Hold up, bro. Hold up. Are you sure they were dressed in a costume as a homie?
Literally.
Or that was just them who they are?
No. They came as homies. They said they're like the toy, the homies. It was pretty funny, and I thought it was very creative. I actually voted for them because I thought it was pretty unique.
You thought it was pretty unique?
Okay, but
did you just say that?
I don't hang around anywhere where there's any cholos, so I didn't even know that it still existed. And I will be the person that if I see a cholo coming down the street, I'm going to cross the street just because I don't speak their language and I'm scared. Simple as that.
Stay away. Nah, bro. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I do know a couple of homies. You know what I'm saying? And someone on the way. Like,
you told me you
look. We have him on screen, bro. Like, we literally just had him on screen.
But you told me not too long ago you had a quinceañera. And
yes. Okay, so just for you guys, if you guys do not know, so I actually get hired to do MCs, you know, to be the master of ceremony for different events, you know. So if you guys would be interested in hiring me, there is a fee.
It's a very high fee.
I know it's not high.
Yes, it is.
Nah. Anyways. So I got invited, you know, to go MC this event, and it was a quinceañera. I didn't even know what the event was. You know, they just contacted me like, hey, you know what, we need you to come. So I show up, dude, and I had never in my life experienced a quinceañera like literally of homies. Like, I remember walking in and I'm like, am I at the right place?
What did you think?
Screw that.
It's your quinceañera all over again?
Not even. I didn't even have a quinceañera. Está loco. Anyways, back to my story. Back to my story. Are you going to let me finish my story here?
No.
Thank you. Anyways, so I walk in and I'm like, la tía allí con el bandana, el tío con los locks, you know, and I'm like, oh, this is good, bro. This is good. So I literally, when I get to the venue, I go straight to the DJ booth. I get the mic. They give me the list of everything, what I have to do, you know. And I don't even practice it no more. Like, I literally just go with the flow. So I get the invitation. Even the invitation, it was like a homie. And I was like, oh, this is extra. I was like, La Barbie's 13.
So wait, you know, like, were the names like the real names, or was it
No.
No.
It was the real names. But you know what was so funny, which I thought was really hilarious, because for the fun dance, you know how nowadays these kids come up with the fun dance.
I'm your puppet.
No, but I mean, they did dance some oldies, you know what I'm saying? But for the fun dance, it was funny because all the kids changed, because they changed into like homie wear, you know what I'm saying? Like cholo wear or whatever. Yes, you know what? There's actually a demographic, you know. There's fashion. It's fashion sense for everybody, dude.
Of course.
And they had the Dickies, you know, with the flannel shirts, you know, with the bandanas, the glasses, todo from head to toe. The Nike Cortez. How many of you guys remember back in the days? You used to use the Nike Cortez, you know, and that was like a way of identifying yourself. Pues haz de cuenta. So anyways, so long story short, one of the songs, you'll never guess which song they danced to.
Well, I thought it was My Puppet.
I was speechless.
You're My Puppet or whatever.
No, they danced to La Niña Fresa. And I was like, there's nothing fresa about this, bro. like se equivocaron. O sea, como que el homie se quiere hacer fresa o cómo no. Like, no lo entendí. But you know what? Overall, they had a good time. And with all honesty, you know what? They always treat me with the respect. And I appreciate that, because I'm a strong believer that you should never judge anybody by their looks. You know what I'm saying? I'm a strong believer in that. So honestly, you are what you are, and you represent what you want to represent, and good for you. Plain and simple.
I had one chola friend when I was like in, I think, elementary school, and that's because nobody liked her, and I was like the one that was like, hey, you want to eat lunch? Or
don't lie, you were scared of her.
I mean, I probably was, but
le tenías miedo, güey, de que, you know what, you knew you couldn't mess with her porque te iba a sacar la Barbie's 13 and she was going to shank you, bro.
She was the nicest person ever. I don't know what happened to her, but
it's because that's a bad thing. People literally just judge people by their looks, bro. Like, honestly, I've met some amazing people, and I can overlook the looks. I really can. You know, I really don't care who it is. I just love to meet new people.
I mean,
and learn from them.
And I know that people watch all the time, but if you have teardrops on your eyes, I probably don't want to talk to you,
bro.
I'm sorry.
Nowadays, you know what? It's a trend. It's a trend where, like, pretty much, I mean, look at Tekashi 69, bro. Like, he's all tatted up. I mean, he's a millionaire, bro. Obviously, yeah, he might be trouble or whatever, but he's doing something right to be able to make those millions. So, at the end of the day, like I said, looks don't necessarily have to represent what you stand for or what you look for. So, plain and simple. All right. But let's move on to our next precioso.
Picture.
Este sí que
Well, I personally think
I want to
they
know
look like
what.
brothers. I think the other one and this one look
Hold up.
alike.
I don't care about that.
I think it's the same person with a different haircut.
I don't care about the look-alike. I want to know what he had stashed because that's what he's most wanted for. He literally had operation. What does it say? Operation of a stash. What were you stashing, bro? Like thousands of dollars, illegal substances. Soy chismoso. I'm not gonna lie. Me gusta el chisme, which that's another one of our segments now. We have a segment coming up for y'all, el Chucho Chisme, because aquí en el Chuco, in our city of El Paso, pasan muchos chismes that we don't hear about. But we're gonna move on to that a little further down the road. So let's keep on with Joaquin, Mr. Joaquin. You know what, bro? Whatever it is that you did, you got caught. Plain and simple. Te agarraron, güey.
But why don't they just turn themselves? I mean, they know it's a matter of time. Just go and do the right thing.
You don't know. Maybe he's out there in Abu Dhabi or somewhere way out of here. It's gonna take a while before they actually find this dude. I mean, if he had stash, he obviously had some good stash somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's no longer in El Paso, bro. For all you know, that's what a lot of people do. Se desaparecen.
I mean, they cross the borders many times and they're just chilling over there.
You never know. It happens.
If I come across you, I will turn you in. Just know that.
All right. Who else? Who else do we have next? No, esta sí. Oh, this was a good one, man.
La preciosa de la semana.
Esta sí que es. We're gonna have to name her as the preciosa de la semana. Bro, what was she? Oh, bro, hold up. I just don't understand the makeup. I don't know if it's the makeup, if it's the fact that she was crying all night. Algo le pasó. Or someone beat her up in both eyes.
I don't think she slept for a couple of days.
Pues algo le pasó a la girl, pero I found a picture that looks exactly like her, dude. And she got hold up. She got well, she's most wanted for burglary of habitation. Así que, ¿cómo se llamaba la girl? La redhead?
Susana Solis.
Susana Solis. Córrele, mija.
She's 41 though. Hey, give her some props. She looks younger.
Bro, even though she looks beat up, we do got to give her some mad props because she does look younger. But guess what, Susana? You literally got caught. And all I could say is, córrele, girl. Córrele porque te van a agarrar. Tell me that doesn't look like Susana.
Well, if I was to see Susana like that, I'd be running. Let me say.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why she's running away, bro. Córrele, girl, porque si te agarran, it's not gonna be good, bro.
All right.
But whatever it is that you did, pues, you got caught. You got caught.
Now we're gonna go to the DWIs. Okay, if you
Los que tenían sed, they were thirsty, bro. People get thirsty nowadays. Y eso que ya se está calmando el calor. Like, it's not that hot no more, but people still thirsty, bro.
Okay, so these four look like a family to me. It's like, they just look like the grandpa, the father, the son, and the Holy Spirit.
Canijos. Well, they're going to need the Holy Spirit because guess what? You're in for a treat. Because guess what? They all got caught for drinking and driving. All of them.
Two of them are 56 years old. I mean, when do you retire? Like, I mean, is that really a lifestyle?
Bro, it's alcoholism. Like, there's no age to start or to retire, bro. When it's in the blood, it's in the blood.
I don't know.
There's no such thing. Es más, I mean, I've known people that are over 60, 70, and even 80, and they're still drinking. They're still partying it up. De hecho, I'm not gonna say where, but there's a bar here, and it's a couple, and they're pretty ya están mayorcitos, dude. Like, they're a little old, and they're still be partying it up, and as a couple, like, they literally go as a couple.
But do they get an Uber driver?
I don't know. I don't know them. I just see them when I go out here and there. Like, I always run into them. They're always in every single bar, club in El Paso. Always. And if you guys like to party it up in different places here in El Paso, you know exactly who I'm referring to.
You should take pictures, and then, like, every time you see them in somewhere, like, take a picture so we can post them.
You know what?
This week they were here.
Nah, you know what? You know what? Maybe in the future, I'll go up to them and I'll invite them to come in and give us their point of view of ¿por qué les gusta tanto la fiesta?
Do you remember there was a girl, too? Like, she would always be by herself.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, she was so random.
No, she wasn't random. She was creepy. She was creepy. No, because she was always by herself, and she was a pretty girl. That's the worst part. Que yo me preguntaba, like, dude, any dude would want to, like, hit her up, you know what I'm saying? Like, mija, te compro un tequila, arres, you know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. But I do gotta admit, I never saw her drunk. Never. But I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I really do.
I need to go back to the bar scene and stuff.
Oh, no, you're too old. You need to stay home.
I'm 2 years older, okay?
You are the perfect age to retire. Y usted ya no pertenece en los clubs ni en los bars. You need to stay home.
Is there even like clubs anymore?
Yes.
Okay, Teddy's does not count. And
Oh,
I'm
that's where you be hanging out, right?
Absolutely.
Con todas las sugar babies.
Absolutely.
Con todas las sugar babies.
But you know what? Like I will. Gabriel back there is laughing. I wonder where he's been. Right.
Our producer back here is like, hey, don't be talking about titties. That's my place, bro.
But I will say, it's known for cougars, and it really is about cougars. Like, I've never had like a big butt or anything. Every time I went there,
canijos.
like they would grab my butt, like no shame in their game.
I don't think it's that they would grab it. They would wonder, what is this? What's back here?
Whatever, bro. Whatever.
No, but you know what? No, I totally agree with you. I actually went with you like in 2 different occasions. And I remember walking in there and I'm like, canijos, me trajeron al asilo de ancianos or what? Like,
But
it was like
a
freaking home house, bro. It was like a home house in there, bro. Like, this ain't no party scene.
The women are not shy there. Like, I mean, they go.
Oh, no, they'll come up to
you. They ask you
you
to dance. They offer you a drink. Sometimes they ask for a drink for themselves. And
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, the 2 times that I went there, like, I think if I spent $10, that was too much because it was like drink galore. Tenga, mijo, tenga. And I'll be like, no, mija, no, gracias. But hey, a drink's a drink, right? Como dicen, 20's 20, bro. Pero no, la verdad, sí, these women are sucias. Son sucias. Not all of them. Not all of them, I gotta say. Pero hay un porcentaje aquí en El Paso que they're gonna go for what they want, bro.
And it's totally okay.
I just hope we don't get to expose them in our list of las más preciosas. But anyways, who do we have next? Let's move on to our next set of DWIs, the people that were thirsty.
Next we have Leslie Greg Payne. His name's Leslie? That's
52.
Weird.
52 years old y el Leslie todavía andaba ahí de borrachote, mijo. Hey, but you know what? You had a good time, right? But guess what? You got caught. Ese Leslie andaba con todo and he got caught. At 52 years old, it's like, oye, yo me imagino they take him into jail and then it's like, Grandpa, what the hell you doing here, bro?
For some reason, I'm going to guess he has more than one DWI. I don't know. He seems a little bit mature and experienced in the bar scene. See,
you know what? I'm not going to judge.
I'm old, and I mean, hey, like, these people are out and about.
Hey, but you don't know if it was at the bar, at a club. Maybe it was at his house. Maybe he was at his compadre's house, having a beer after work, and then he was driving home, and he got caught. Unfortunately, he got caught. But the next dude's pretty funny, actually. ¿Cómo se llama?
His name is Francisco
Taboada.
I can't even pronounce
Taboada. Se llama Taboada. Well, guess what, bro? I found your lookalike. Ay. Dime que no se parece. Honestly, I don't know if you guys remember back many years ago, dude. Our Garbage Pail Kids, bro. Those were the best, dude. I mean, back in the 80s for what I hear, right? What was it, like the 70s, the 80s, or 90s?
I have no idea.
I don't remember, but I remember these cartoons or whatever. Were they even cartoons? I remember there were like some little
I have no idea.
stickers or something.
No, they had the cards, I think.
I don't remember, bro.
They had the cards.
I don't remember. I was too young, but I mean, I do remember seeing them because I remember being like 3 years old and I'm like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? And then like all my cousins would have them and I'd be like, those things are ugly. Like, why do you guys play with those things? But they were pretty popular.
They're worth a lot of money from what I know.
Oh, shoot. I'm going to go to my tia's house all over and find these freaking dolls, bro. Because I remember there were dolls. Like, eran muñequitos and people would just play with them, bro. They were the it thing. Don't lie to me. You had one.
Whatever.
You had one.
I have no idea.
Don't be shy, bro. Don't be shy.
Absolutely not. I have no idea what this is. I don't know what they were or anything.
All right. we'll let it slide. But anyways, all right. So what do we have next?
That's actually it for the Preciosos for the
So there wasn't that many this time around. Good.
There was. I feel like there was more this week.
Last week there was more.
I think we concentrated more on like what they look like and but I think we had more this week.
Nah, I don't think so. Actually, last week I think we had a variety of women and men. Right now it's just men. Basically, it was just one toxica, no?
No, there was two.
There was two toxicas?
Remember the makeup one?
Oh, sí, the borrachita.
And then Dora the Explorer.
Mi amiga no, pero la Dora la Explorer era de Most Wanted, but she didn't get caught for it.
Right.
She was in, no la acuses. No la acusas de borracha. She literally she's most wanted for something else, bro.
You created this whole story on every single person that we show here. And you're trying to put it on me, Robert.
La Dora la Exploradora, she beat up someone, way. Like, why are you gonna accuse her of DWI?
Dude,
It would have been better. No, it wouldn't be better tampoco, porque en peligro que con esa carita de inocente, like she would have killed someone or something. No. You know what, mija? Yeah, turn yourself in, because you already got caught, bro. Your picture's out and about in LATINOW. So guess what? You got caught. Hi.
All right, that's all for this segment, guys.
All right, so stick around because we're going to move on to our Chucho Chisme. Or what do we have next?
Dale.
All right, vámonos con el Chucho Chisme. What do we have in this segment, bro? This could be a good one because, man, you know what? I ain't shy about bringing out to light the chismes of el Chucho.
Well, this week we don't have like anything serious. Well, I mean, I can't say not serious, but it's not that big of chismes. But there is a clear bag policy that entered into play. As some of you guys may know, UTEP had already done this, and now EP Live has actually transitioned. So now every time that you go to events, to the Plaza McCalligan Canyon Convention Center, the Abraham Chavez, so on and so forth, and UTEP, you must have a clear bag where they see your things. The bag needs to be specific dimensions, which is 12 by 6, which is not very big.
It's not.
It needs to be clear. It can't really have a logo or anything. And then aside from that, like no diaper bags or anything, no backpacks. So if you have a child,
so how are you gonna
put everything in that bag?
How are you gonna fit everything into that bag, bro? Like people nowadays, especially the las toxicas, they be carrying their formula. It's big old can like that, with their water, their freaking Stanley cups, bro. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, nah, I'm sorry, but this is gonna affect a lot of people. Not only the people that have kids, you know what I'm saying, but even the students, bro. Like, you carry your books and stuff. What, you're gonna carry it in a 12 by 6 bag?
But that's
it's not gonna happen.
We're telling them in advance so they don't walk all the way to the door and then get returned. So we're giving you heads up. This is happening.
Okay, but is this actually a rule now? Like, it went into play, or it's just a chisme?
No. It already went into play. So this is like, it's the main thing.
I mean, I guess for security purposes, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, I mean, literally, like, people are crazy. I mean, they're just crazy, bro.
Okay, but do you think someone that's going to come in with a gun, like a big gun, that can have multiple shots, is really going to put it in a purse or something? No, they're going to come with it out and they're going to be shooting or whatever the case is. So I mean, I can see how they're trying to prevent stuff, but really, like,
I don't even think it's so much about the firearms, I mean, there's illegal substances that people carry with them as if it's candy. You know what I'm saying?
But you wouldn't put that in your purse. I wouldn't think.
You wouldn't think, but these toxicas will put it wherever they need to put it. Man, me ha tocado que hasta, mira, aquí en el
I saw someone like literally had a comb and it like
I've
came
seen
off
them.
and I've seen all sorts of things. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna be able to see these things and you're still not gonna check for them. So I don't think it's gonna be much of a difference. Now I think people are just getting lazier, and you know what? I'm sorry, hire extra staff for security checks and stuff, but I really think this is ridiculous.
Bro, it's expensive. It's expensive nowadays to hire people just to be checking bags. Bro, this ain't no Disneyland. This is El Paso, Texas. Disneyland could afford to hire as many staff as they need to dig into your bags and check your bags. No, not. I'm sorry,
but we do events.
El Paso Live, exactly.
Okay,
that's why I know.
Exactly, but they're charging you for like 20 people that we don't need 20 people. So I'm sorry, use some of those people to check bags.
And I'm pretty sure they do. Pero imagínate when it's UTEP, when it's EP Live,
Okay,
you know, where they have thousands
to do.
They have thousands of people coming to their establishments, to the venues, you know, especially when they have concerts. And I'm speaking on behalf of EP Live. I mean, it's thousands of people that go to these concerts, you know what I'm saying, and to these events. And you would need at least a minimum of 20 to 30 people just literally focusing on checking bags. It gets expensive, bro.
I don't know.
No questions asked. It really does.
So you're okay with it?
I mean, it doesn't affect me because I don't carry bags at the end of the day.
Well, neither do I, but...
But at the end of the day, I mean, I do think it's going to affect a lot of, especially women that like to carry the big old phone case, you know, with the freaking flowers, the rhinestones, the jewels, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, like their makeup, you know, it's a lot, bro, that goes into play if you think about it. Do they really need all that stuff? Es más, mi tía carga hasta saleros. She be carrying all sorts of a sewing kit. Like, honestly, if I ever need something and she's by my side, she's going to have it in her purse. No lie. She always does. Well, she's that typical tia that you invite to the gathering, and she's going to come out with plates in her bag for her husband that couldn't make it to the party. That's just the way it goes, bro. So, ahora con una bolsita de 12 by 6, guess what? You're not going to be able to. No le va a caber, tía.
Where do you even find a plastic bag like that?
Well, I'm pretty sure. Hey, you know what? That's actually a.
I think all designers should get together.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's gonna be a new business. I mean, we go back to like the face mask.
Wives, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna show off?
Bro,
a plastic bag.
That's the least of their worries. Let me tell you, those narco wives could care less about a plastic bag.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, what are they gonna do? I mean, why are they gonna take their fancy
Louis Vuitton, you know what I'm saying? Hey, when COVID hit, the face mask became a trend.
Okay.
And a lot of designers, and you know this, because a lot of my designer friends would send me literally hundreds of masks, bro. And I'd be sporting like all sorts of different patterns, different shades, you know, like it was trendy. Like, and mas, you remember, like, I had like 3 different designers do suits for me, and it had the matching mask. You know, yo me sentía bien fregón con mi máscara. So it's going to be a trend, bro. It's just a matter of people adapting to it. That's what it is.
Well, it is what it is.
La gente se tiene que adaptar a las reglas. Either you like it or you don't, pero ¿qué crees? If you don't, pues they're not going to let you in. Así que start looking for your bolsita de 12x6, because that's what you're going to be able to carry with you from now on.
I mean,
tiene que ser transparente.
Yes.
It cannot be like sealed. Like, it has to be see-through, transparente. Porque si no, if I can't see what you have, you can't bring it in.
All right, moving on. So the Star on the Mountain.
Oh, this is a good one.
They're going to put it red, white, and green to celebrate Mexico's independence. The
For 16 de septiembre. 16 de septiembre. Here we go.
Let me finish. The problem that I have with that is I didn't see anyone putting red, white, and blue for 4th of July.
Because they're poor.
Why are we celebrating another country's independence when, you know, I really think this needs to be priority?
Well,
go ahead, Robert.
For all you people out there that do not know how you can actually change the color on this star, you have to go through the Chamber of Commerce. Tienen que ir al Chamber of Commerce y tienen que pagar. You have to pay, bro, and it's not cheap.
It's $5,000 to change the color of the star.
$5,000 por cambiarle el color a la estrellita de la montañita. But you know what? Obviously, someone is very Mexican, and someone feels very proud of their culture, and they paid $5,000. Obviously, no one in the United States wanted to celebrate 4th of July, independence for the United States, and they didn't want to pay. So what are you complaining about?
Well,
Un mexicano la pagó y se fregó.
I just don't think it's right.
A lot of things aren't right.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that shouldn't even be an option, I think.
How can it be an option? It all comes down to money. El que paga, manda. And guess what? Whoever that Mexican guy was or girl was, good for you. Good for you because you had the money to be able to change the color on the star.
Well, all I'm saying is...
Y viva Mexico!
If you're in this country, feel free to, celebrate 4th of July, too. That's all
I totally agree. I wonder what our producers here have to say about this. I mean, do you guys feel proud of it? Do you guys feel strong about it? Like, what do you guys feel, man? Like, I mean, we live in the United States, and 4th of July just passed 2 months ago, and we didn't get a red, white, and blue star. But you know what funny part is? When it was Gay Pride, which is in the month of June, someone actually paid to put the rainbow flag on that star. And I remember everybody was making such a big fuss about it. I mean, we were still not on air, because if not, I would have just spit it out to the people. Pay, and you could put it back to the color you want. Plain and simple.
I don't know.
Si tienes,
moving forward.
do it.
Now, would Mexico put a U.S. star color?
Well, I want to know who paid for it. I want to know who paid for it, and I want to have a conversation with this person. That's it.
Call your friend from the Chamber of Commerce. She'll tell you all the details. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know who paid for the Pride one. Like, I personally know the person, and yeah, like they I'm not gonna tell you, bro. It's none of my business.
Bring it up.
But it does. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I
Well,
mean,
I'm
they
just
feel
saying
proud of who they are, and they
$5,000
paid.
is a lot of money. You can be, I don't know, housing immigrants. I don't know.
But you know what?
Sending food to Ohio so they don't have to eat cats and dogs. I don't know.
I mean, going back to what is our producer here, Israel, well, he made mention, yeah, would Mexico actually do that? Would they actually put a flag up for our 4th of July celebration for our Independence Day? Probably not. But then again...
No, but what if they put, like, you know how it says, lea la Biblia? Read the Bible in English. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't know.
And if you've actually been up there, it's not the safest area to be at.
I would not go up there, Robert. I have no business up there.
But you sure know it exists. Lee la Biblia. Do you actually read the Bible?
I plead the fifth.
Exactly.
I don't speak politics and I don't speak religion.
Pero you know what? Whoever took charge of putting that, by all means, obviously they feel very strong and they send out a good message to the community.
I mean, whatever. Next.
No te gustó, ¿verdad?
All right. So, after 5 years, we saw Patrick Crucis. If you remember, he was el
loco que mató a la gente en Walmart.
That's right. So,
you know what? Nah.
Nah, what?
Nah.
I gotta take over. Dale.
No, dale. I already know what you're gonna say.
So, he was scheduled to appear in court. We saw him with handcuffs and some in his feet. And then he was wearing a bulletproof vest, which was a little odd for me. I don't know if it was the same for you. I guess they think they might shoot him there. I don't know.
Wouldn't you?
No.
Like, if you had the power, if you had the power, dude, like shoot, este sí que se merece que le den con todo. But you know what? We actually had a debate earlier about the situation, and you know what? I'm gonna put.
Okay, wait. So let's continue for those people who don't really know. So he was indicted to 90 consecutive life sentences in federal prison. And that's not what's on debate. I guess what's pending is the death penalty through the state of Texas.
Yes, because people want the death penalty for this individual.
Okay, so I think keeping him in there for at least one life sentence is going to be punishment enough. And then if they want to kill him, they can kill him.
That's what you think.
I mean, I just... What's your opinion?
Honestly, my opinion, my very personal opinion, I believe that they should send him to prison.
Yeah, I agree.
I totally believe this dude deserves to go to prison, but for him not to be segregated. No.
No, let him
Que
be
lo
surrounded
pongan
by-
con los lobos, con los
With-
leones.
I mean, he's racist, and he was a Mexican crime.
Exactly.
He hates Mexicans, so have him around Mexicans.
To me-
and really feel what. They have
To me,
bring.
I feel like actually sending him to prison, he's gonna pay for what he did. And the inmates there are gonna take care of it. To me, just doing the death penalty, that's too easy. O sea, se me hace como que algo demasiado fácil que lo sienten en la silla o que lo maten, whatever the case is, the shot. De la manera que sea, la pena de muerte para este individuo no se lo merece. I don't think he deserves it because I feel que he would really enjoy prison. I really do. Y si no, que le pregunten a los preciosos. Que le pregunten a los preciosos que por eso andan corriendo los most wanted. Porque they don't want to go to prison, bro. Nobody wants to go to prison.
Level. I mean, I do think he needs to serve some time. I mean, I'm not against the death penalty. I am all for it.
Mira, te la voy a poner bien fácil. With the death penalty or without the death penalty, if he goes to prison, the inmates are going to take care of him. But they're going to make him feel for a good amount of time.
Suffer.
Exactly. Y lamentablemente, la gente que ha pisado una prisión, por lo que he escuchado, a mí no me consta. I mean, I've never been in prison. I hope I never do. You know what I'm saying? Por eso trato de portarme bien. But honestly, like, I hear some crazy stories. I've actually interviewed people that have been in prison. And it's no joke. It's no joke. And honestly, I would take it like he would be like the child molesters. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all know or we hear stories that when you're in prison for molesting a child or abusing a child, like, you're in for a treat, bro. Allí no juegan. Allí te van a dar con todo y te van a dar con todo. Te van a dar café cargado, como decía mi abuela. But honestly, I feel like he would enjoy more prison time than just giving him the death penalty. Well, that's my opinion.
I just think people are not happy just because they haven't resolved that issue and they have postponed it to October 31st.
That I do agree. I do agree that I feel like, what is there to look for? He did it.
Well,
we all know he did it.
I mean,
what's holding so much time? Like, why are they trying to buy more time? I mean, speaking to a lot of my media friends, I mean, they go to the cases or whatever, to the hearings, and at some point I heard that they were trying to explain to the judge that he had mental health issues.
Right. No, but I mean, he did declare himself guilty. So, I mean, again, it's just going through a process.
What process? Ya, que le den con todo.
I mean, I agree.
That's what he deserves.
I just think the families need the closure, and I think
course.
the city needs the closure. But I do think the more that they expand it, you kind of forget about it. Because, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you.
I don't forget about it. He did what he did.
No. I'm talking about, I mean, you don't have the same feelings. I mean, I remember exactly what I was doing that day when
me
the
too.
whole situation, we happened to be together,
right.
We were working, and I remember going back and, I hadn't thought about that until today, I'm like, yeah, the more time that passes by, like, you kind of like just not let it go, but it's not such a big deal. So I can only imagine how the families feel. Like,
of course.
they need that closure. So
most
hopefully,
definitely.
And I know that there was some issues with the judges and the district attorney and so on and so forth. So I really hope that they get it resolved quick so they are able to move on and get that closure that they need.
I completely understand. And you know what? I mean, him walking in with the bulletproof vest, like, bro, really? I mean...
I wonder if it was his idea.
He's scared. Of course he knows.
I don't know. That was weird to me. Okay, so moving to our next subject, Irvin High School was placed on lockdown after rumors of someone having a weapon inside the school. Obviously, the APISD police came and they did find someone. They did arrest someone. They didn't give much details if it was a student, if it was a teacher, if it was faculty, anything like that. But this is the 4th time this week alone that there's threats in schools. That's scary. Number one,
that's super scary,
it's
bro.
Scary. And this is when I am so grateful that, my niece does not go to public school.
You know, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter if it's public school, if it's private school, if it's whatever, early college, whatever it is. You know, I mean, there's just crazy people out there nowadays, and there's no reason. I don't care how you want to explain it to me. Yes, I mean, I know we live in a state where guns are legal. You know what I'm saying? But there's no reason to carry a gun to school. I mean, when it's a bunch of high school kids, elementary kids, middle school kids, like, I'm sorry, but what's the whole point? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a strong believer that if you have a weapon with you, it's because you have some sort of intention. You know, I don't care what it is, you know, but no one's going to carry a weapon into a school where it's a bunch of kids, undefensive kids, let me say. You know, I mean, there's obviously a purpose behind it. I mean, luckily, they were able to get the guy, you know what I'm saying? Porque si se agarraron al muchacho que traía supuestamente el arma, que venía armado en la preparatoria de Irvin, y me da gusto que lo hayan agarrado, and I really hope that they do something about it, you know, and they dig into it and for him to confess why he had a weapon.
Well,
like what were his intentions? ¿Cuáles eran sus intenciones?
I mean, it gets a little bit deeper because, for example, supposedly the parents were not told that
advised,
right? You know, they weren't notified that of what was going on. So number one, that's super scary. Mm-hmm. Like if someone in your kid's school has a gun and they don't notify you, like that's scary.
You know what's even scarier to me? That you believe like your kids are going to be at school, you know, a place that should be safe. Que en verdad, o sea, tus hijos deben de estar a salvo en su preparatoria, you know, because they're trying to get an education, they're trying to succeed in life. And a lot of times that's probably not the safest place. And that concerns me a lot. Eso me preocupa bastante porque digo, ya si ni en la escuela están a salvo, like, what can we expect out here in the streets? Like, ¿qué nos podemos esperar en la calle? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and these are kids killing kids, bro. Like, no se vale. I don't care, like, what you have to say. I don't care because of the bullying. No. You know, it's people with mental issues. And allí sí, I'm gonna say this, and a lo mejor mucha gente, you guys aren't gonna have to agree with me, pero allí siento que los papás, you have to do your job as a parent, because there's always going to be signs. There's always going to be signs, you know, if your kids are literally the type of kid that's always wanting to be alone, you know what I'm saying? Not talk to anybody. There's signs. I'm sorry, but there's always signs.
But unfortunately, not everybody's educated in the subject, and I think that's where we, as, you know, people who can deliver a message, should be talking about these things, because we definitely need to educate everybody, you know. I mean, sometimes the parents work 2 jobs, you know. Yeah. They live in a single household, and, you know, it gets tough. You know, sometimes they miss the opportunities to know what their child is involved in, so on and so forth. But mental health is definitely a big issue.
Yes, it's definitely a big issue.
That should be responsibility of the government. More funds need to be allocated for this issue. Mm-hmm. And, you know, report things, you know, like I find it so weird that so many people just overlook stuff or think, oh, someone else is going to take care of it. Be that one person. If you have concerns, if you have, you know, an issue with something, like, report it to someone. Just pass it over to someone, you know. You may be 100% right, or it may be nothing, but you'd rather be safe than sorry.
Most definitely. You know what? I mean, like I made mention, I always advise parents, you know, please make sure you ask your children at home when they get back from school, like, how was your school day? You know, like how are you feeling? A lot of times we tend to hide our emotions, you know what I'm saying? And we don't like to talk about it, or we don't like to express ourselves, you know? And a lot of times all it takes is for people to ask, like, hey, ¿cómo te fue ahora? You know, like, how was your day? You know,
how are you doing?
That's all it takes a lot of times, you know. And honestly, I mean, I always advise my friends, especially the ones that have kids, you know, or gente que me pregunta, you know, like, just keep on top of your kids always, you know, even even not even parents, you know, as a kid, you know, that goes to high school or you go to school. I always tell my niece, you know, if you see that lonely girl, you know, or that lonely boy, like go up to them, try to talk to them, like include them in your circle, you know, because I mean the people that actually know me and they could tell you this. I don't care if I've never met you in my life. If one of my friends brings you into my circle, I'm gonna make you feel welcome. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just who I am. O sea, literalmente así es mi círculo de amistades. O sea, aunque no te conozca y si tú vienes con un amigo mío, una amiga mía y es la primera vez que te conozco, like, yo te voy a hacer sentir bienvenido. Like I'm gonna make you feel welcome, dude. Because I think the worst thing people could do in society is literally like put people to the side, you know, like oh, you're not good enough for my group, you know, like the mean girls. Las mean girls, esas son terribles, and I've never liked that type of friendship, you know what I'm saying? Like if you guys know my group of friends, we're all like that. Like we're gonna make you feel welcome, and we don't care who you are. We really don't.
I mean, which is totally fine, and it's cool that you guys do that. However, if you're just not that person, like I'm not that person, you know, I'm not going to go talk to a perfect stranger. I just mind my own business. And I mean, but I am alert of what's going on. And if something doesn't seem right, I try to get involved.
Well, like I always say, a smile could change someone's perspective for a whole day.
Right.
All you got to do is smile. Yeah. And all you got to say a lot of times is, hi, how are you?
So,
con eso.
I mean, the seriousness of it is, you know, people think, you know, making a joke or you don't want to take a test.
Oh.
You want to miss the day of school or whatever. They need to know the consequences. You know, it is considered a terroristic attack and it's a felony in the 3rd degree and it can result anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and to a $10,000 fine. So again, it's serious matters. You know, don't play
around. Don't try to be that cool kid thinking that, oh, you know, I'm gonna make a bomb threat, you know, because I don't want to go to school today. You know what, guys, tomorrow we're not gonna go to school, so we're gonna call in a bomb threat. Like, for what? Like, what's the whole point? You know what I'm saying? O sea, para qué jugarle al payasito, you know, just to try to be cool with your group of friends or like, it's not even worth it, bro, because you get caught. You're gonna get caught, and then guess what? We're gonna show you on our screen here. And los más buscados. So there's no need for that, bro.
Absolutely. So that was our Chucho Chisme, guys.
We'll be bringing more chismes to you all.
If you know of any chismes,
please send them our way.
We'll take care of it.
All right. So I think we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, but we'll be back in a couple of minutes. So you guys, please stay tuned for more LATINOW. All right, guys, welcome back to LATINOW. We are back live, and we are about to get started with our fashion segment. Like we already know, the VMAs happened yesterday. And guess what? We have a lot to talk about when it comes down to fashion. Como ya todos sabemos, los VMAs sucedieron la noche de anoche, y les traemos lo mejor y lo peor en cuestión de la moda de los VMAs. So let's go ahead and get started. Who are we starting with?
We are starting with Sabrina Carpenter. She wore actually a vintage dress that was worn by Madonna.
Madonna, right. I did hear that. You know what? I liked it. I think she looked beautiful. She literally looked the part. What I'm not sure is, I think she was a little overdressed for the occasion.
I agree. I think she looked very pretty. Kind of old Hollywood glamour. But I do think she was a little overdressed for what it was. I think it's more hip, more teen. So I think she needed to go a little bit more relaxed.
Sí, yo siento como que iba un poco sobre englamurada. It was a little too much for my taste para la premiación que era, que son los VMAs, just how you made mention. Es una premiación donde se premia a la juventud. Es más como que más para chicos jóvenes, you know, so a mí me gustaría verla allí perreando y con ese vestido como que it wasn't gonna happen, bro.
Right.
Like it wasn't. But who do we have next?
Right now we have Chappelle. I think that's her name. I don't even know who she is.
Bro, I can't even focus on the dress. What's up with the Chucho's Christ? Chucho's Christ. What is that, bro? What's that going on? Le va a dar la nippleitis.
I mean, she's gothic. I mean, I don't know. I just think it looks costume. And I'm sure she does it to, get attention.
Oh, she got attention, most definitely.
Here we are giving her attention.
Bro, like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, that's a little extra for me. O sea, whoever knows me, I'm all about fashion, and you have to be in my taste, in good taste, bro. And I'm sorry, pero esta chica enseñando la boobie, ahí enseñando el pezón, I'm sorry, but that's just a little vulgar to me. Like, there was no need for it.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
It's okay to show your boob if it's in high-end, classy.
Yeah, bro, that's a red carpet.
But that's just like a costume to me.
Nah. You know what? I just feel like tenía calor para que le diera airecito. She was hot, so let the boobie breathe. All right, who do we have next, bro?
Next, we have Taylor Swift.
I'm sorry. We all love Taylor Swift. Yes. De hecho, fue la más galardonada de la noche.
Right.
She actually got a lot of...
I think she had 11 or 9 nominations, and she won 7,
right?
She won 7.
Yeah, bro. I mean, she actually won Best Video.
Right. She was the biggest
the biggest winner of the night. But honestly, the dress she wore to the red carpet was hideous. Horrible. Ese vestido, I'm sorry, Taylor. We love you. Yes, you're Taylor Swift. We all know who you are. Pero ese vestido, nah. Sorry.
The hair and the makeup were cool. It's actually a Dior. It's not like, oh my God, it's just...
I don't care who it's by. I'm sorry, Dior, but that dress is hideous.
Like, she looks like a picnic table to me.
Exactly. She looks like a walking linen.
Yeah, that's what it was. And those gloves just were a little extra.
Yeah, bro. Like, honestly, no. Oh, this one.
She was the host. Her name is Megan Thee Stallion. I'm sorry.
Thee Stallion, yeah. Mm-hmm. I like the girl. And she has a hot body. As a matter of fact, at the beginning of the VMAs, she came out in this like bodysuit. It was like a swimsuit bodysuit. She looked really nice. Her body is amazing. But I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on the dress she wore to the red carpet. Honestly, you know what it reminded me of? A potato sack, like she was gonna play potato sack.
The race.
Yes, the race, bro. Like, what was the whole point of it? Like, no entendí este vestido. Literalmente, cuando la vi, se me vino a la mente cuando vas a jugar una carrera en el costal de papas. That's literally what came to mind. I'm sorry. We love you. You did an excellent job hosting the VMAs, but that dress, girl, it just did not make sense to me. It didn't?
It was okay for me. Like, I thought it was something different. I had never seen something like it, so.
And I hope I never see it again.
I mean, for what it was, I think it was appropriate because, again, it's not like super formal, and I think you can play with fashion, and I think the dress is fashionable.
Te faltaron las papas, mija. Potato sack.
Next, we saw Camila Cabello, and that is a big trend. We just saw it for the Miss Mexico competition. The girl's kind of wearing like a veil, like kind of like a bridal veil, which is a little weird. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but to me, it looks costume.
Yeah, you know what? I have to agree with you on it. Like, I just feel like she looks gothic.
Yeah,
like it looks too gothic for my taste. I mean, the dress. I like the dress. Don't get me wrong. The dress is very couture. You know what I'm saying? With the whole see-through kind of effect, it's nice. But I think that veil on the head was a little too much for my taste, and I feel like that's what made it look gothic.
I'm kind of over the see-through dresses. I think they have been overplayed already, so I mean, whatever.
Yes.
This guy, his outfit was definitely unique.
That is not unique. You know what came to mind? He looked like the Power Rangers, the pink Power Ranger, bro. O sea, el chico Power Ranger. Pero traía el traje de la chica. Like, I'm sorry, dude. It's the pink Power Ranger. I'm sorry, that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but.
And then, as if it wasn't enough, he still did a crop top. Yes, crop tops are really in, but bro, no. Leave the Power Rangers alone, bro. Like, dude, I used to watch them. I used to be a fan of them. A mí me gustaba pelearme allí como los Power Rangers. Dude, no, you killed it. You killed the vibe.
Porque te revolcabas con cada monstruo.
No, yo no. Gracias a Dios, I've never had that issue. But yeah, dude, like, no. Totally not the vibe.
So Katy Perry was awarded like a big recognition.
Right.
And this is her boyfriend. The Bloom dude. Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom.
I like how they look. I think they.
What? Bro, did you see her dress?
I'm looking at it now. I think it's.
You know what came to mind? She was trying to cook her dog and her cat, and they literally ripped her dress, bro. She was hungry. I'm sorry. Honestly, with all the respect, if you would have put a veil on her head, hubiera parecido La Llorona. I'm sorry, but that's exactly what she would have like came across, La Llorona.
Well, it was her night.
Mis hijos.
She did change, and her presentation was actually pretty good.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, she's amazing at what she does, but that dress was hideous.
And she did wear the trend of the hair, the wet
leg.
Yeah,
right. Pero la verdad, ese vestido parecía todo desgarrado. I didn't like it.
I like torn clothes, so
there's limitations. And you know what? I feel like the audience, especially being who she is, the audience deserve the respect. They do. And I'm sorry, but that dress was totally not.
So you're telling me you felt disrespected by her dress?
Yes. Yes. She could have done so much better. She could have. I'm sorry, but she could have.
I thought it was fine for what it is.
Not me. That's just my personal opinion.
Okay.
Because the girl's beautiful. She's beautiful.
This girl.
No. Está aquí. Literally, my 13-year-old niece would have designed something better than that, bro. Like, what is it? Just a freaking calzone in a brasier with tulle coming out of her butt? Like, that's really what it is.
You know what it reminded me of? You know how when we first started doing fashion shows and stuff that we would
No, I don't want to remember that era.
Well, I mean, it kind of looked like something.
Yeah, bro, but hold up. Yeah, but she actually has the money for it, bro. We didn't. We literally had to go to Walmart and buy freaking yards of tulle, you know what I'm saying? Because it was the cheapest, a dollar a yard, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, bro, come on.
No, I'm not saying I like this.
It's hideous.
Especially like her bra, it's like deformed, and
not only that, like it makes her breasts look out of proportion, dude. They look all over, andan por todos lados. Like
I think they're going for like a futuristic look. I'm not sure what's going on, but
I hope we don't get to see that in the future ever again.
It was like a bridal feel. Like I don't know why people are trying to dress like bridal.
Like I said, it literally looks like she just got a bunch of tulle and shoved it on her underwear. Y pareció una gallina desparramada. Sorry.
All right, now we have Shawn Mendes. He was in Dolce & Gabbana. I like the look. You know, I'm all about all black. And I like that it's a more comfortable feel. Although it was a formal event, like you kind of get a little bit more relaxed, and I think he nailed it.
I like the fact that he played the classic look. And when people always ask me, like, hey, what do you think? Like, I got invited to this event, you know? When you wear black, it's always going to work for you. Why? Because if the event is really formal, you're not going to feel out of proportion. You know, if the event is semi-formal, you know, like you're still going to play the part, you know? So you can never go wrong with black. I like the fact that he has the trend, you know what I'm saying? It's very relaxed, but he still looks couture. Like, he looks fashion forward.
Well, it's Dolce & Gabbana, so
well, of course, most definitely. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just a basic black look. Plain and simple.
Totally agree.
Like it. This is one of my favorites, if not my favorite.
But again, it's the torn look, you know. I mean,
yeah, bro, but look at this.
But we've seen this dress over and over, and it almost seems like she got it out of her closet, and the termites had gotten into it. I mean, I like the look. I like it.
No.
I mean,
she's just a queen. Like, she's just a goddess. I'm sorry, but this girl is just amazing. And that material, it's all Swarovski crystals, so you don't even want to believe how much this dress could cost.
I actually think if I'm not mistaken, she was like a spokesperson for Swarovski.
For Swarovski, most definitely. I mean, look at the dress. It's amazing, bro. Like, dude, it's like everything's proportioned. Yes, she still has the trend of the torn, you know, but it's still classy. It's still couture. I mean, she has all the elements that you expect to see on a red carpet.
Yes, Paris
Hilton is the queen of fashion. Definitely. She always knows how to play the role in every single red carpet event that she goes to. In all true honesty. So I really liked Paris Hilton in this outfit.
How do you like his outfit?
You know how I feel about it.
I feel like you own it.
Exactly. I actually own a shirt Not exactly like that one, but very similar to that one. That was a custom shirt made by my good friend designer Christian Bernard. You know that now he works for Balenciaga, directly for Balenciaga. You know, and I'm very proud of him. And honestly, he actually custom made me a shirt that looks very similar to that one.
I just feel like
I think I like my shirt better though. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I have to agree with you. I feel like this one looks kind of like el mantelito de when you go visit your abuelita or something.
Bro.
I don't know. I don't know. Not a fan.
I liked it. A mí sí me gustó.
Not a fan.
I think it's cool. I really do. I liked it. But who do we have next? Let's go ahead and move on to our next picture. Bro, what is going on with this chica? Like, dude, no. I'm gonna let you talk because I'm gonna give my opinion. I mean, I already know what I'm
it kind of looks like a Versace vomit.
How are you gonna say Versace vomit, bro? Like, you're insulting Donatella Versace, bro. No,
they could be very tacky. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan.
No. You know
Not
what
a
the
fan.
first thing came to mind? A gigantic watermelon, and all the butterflies are feeding off it, bro. I'm sorry. Todas las mariposas tenían hambre. They're not eating cats and dogs, but they're eating this chick right here. Se la están comiendo viva. ¿A poco no parece una gigantesca sandía? Y todas las mariposas tienen hambre y se la están comiendo.
How about the hair? Just everything.
Bro, what is it with all this butterfly going on? Like no.
Maybe if you were 5 years old, this would be okay.
Bro, not even if you were 5 years old, dude. Like, I'm sorry. Like, she's too much. She's too much. Look at this. Tell me she does not look like a ginormous watermelon getting eaten by butterflies. Plain and simple.
Not a fan.
I'm sorry.
Not a fan.
Lo dije. I accept it. Sorry. But it was hideous. Horrendous, I should say. So, yeah.
And up next,
Who do we have?
let me see. We're scrolling through some pictures here.
Yes, because we can't go over the whole red carpet celebrities because if not, we would never finish.
Okay, how about this girl?
Who is this? Let me see.
I don't know who she is, but I mean,
She's
what's
cute.
wearing? I mean, but like, what's on her leg? Like, is that supposed to be showing?
Well, yeah, dude, that's supposed to be something sexy.
I don't know. I don't find it sexy. I think she looks weird.
Maybe that's where she carries her firearm or something, bro. You never know nowadays. I mean, ahí she has her stash metida ahí.
Her boots remind me of my cousin's
She's
boots.
cute. She
remember?
actually performed. I saw her performance, and she had a really good performance. I can't remember what's her name. I can't remember her name, but
Jessie Murph.
Jessie Murph, yeah. She had a really good performance. I liked it. She kind of gave me the vibes of Amy Winehouse.
Oh, that's right. I saw
Right,
that.
that's her. Yeah, I remember we were talking about it.
Well, I think this girl is one of the best dressed. I think she looks very pretty. And again, it's the trend of, kind of like the peekaboo or kind of like torn areas. But I mean, again, like you could see the quality of the dress. It looks couture. I mean, she's a beautiful girl. So,
So she rocked it.
yep.
So you're gonna give her your best dressed?
I think for being original, I think it's very different. It's very couture. So definitely, I think she looks very well put together.
I thought you were gonna give it to La Llorona, like Katy Perry.
But we saw a lot of those, like, I don't know, they're trying to look like a virgin, or I don't know what they're trying to do, but, like, what is up with that veil?
There ain't nothing virgin about these looks, bro. When they have all their chichis Christ all over.
My sister did say that. She's like, why do all these girls feel the need of showing everything?
Because they know that's what sells, and that's what's gonna get them paid more. Plain and simple. Do I agree with it? Absolutely not.
I don't know, I just...
Como decía mi abuela, la que no enseña no vende. You know?
Did my grandma really say that?
I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. Because she's dead, so she can't come back and confront me about it.
Again, we see the veil and the bridal kind of thing with Anita. She's super hot, but I mean, when you do this, like, I mean, she looks like a mummy, like wrapped in toilet paper. I don't know what she looks like.
But it's a trend. I mean, I think it's very similar to Katy Perry's look.
I don't think
And that's
so.
exactly what I was talking about. The only thing that Katy Perry was missing was the veil on her head, because she could have looked like La Llorona. buscando a sus hijos. Ay, mis hijos. I'm sorry, but I'm not feeling this trend that's going on right now. I'm really not. I'm not.
Next we have Alejandra
One of my favorites.
Espinosa. She's hot.
Yes.
She's hot.
Yes, I've met her a couple of times. In person, she's a beautiful girl. I mean, if you see her in pictures, she's a beautiful girl, but in person, she's a gorgeous girl, man. And you know what I love about her? The fact that she's always very well styled. I mean, her group of stylish people, like, they know how to make her always stand out from the rest. They really do.
I feel like you put a potato sack and she's gonna make it work. I mean, she's hot, so.
But she always knows how to bring the style into play, bro.
No, I agree.
Like she does.
She's a very stylish. She's a very fashion forward girl, and she looks good in everything.
Yes, and she's a sweet girl. Like, she is a sweet girl. Like I said, I've met her in several locations, you know, and I always have great conversations with her. I really do.
So how did you feel about this? It's kind of like country western.
Well, we've been seeing it. The western trend has been going on all year round, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna stay. Like, it's gonna stay for a couple of years. You know, I think people are getting more brave to throw on the boots and the hats, bro. I liked it. It was different. It was cool.
I don't know if you noticed, but the pants and the top didn't actually match. It was like a different color. So I mean, come on, you're like rich and famous, like you should be able to buy the whole suit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that was the look they gave her, you know? I mean, a lot of these celebrities, they don't pick their outfits. And we know that. You know what I'm saying? It's like the designers send them their way, and eventually they'll go ahead and wear it just to give them the credit or just to put them on the map. That's just the way it works, dude.
Next, we have Dana Paola.
I love her.
Yeah,
I love Dana Paola.
I like the fact that she wore a formal dress, but it was in leather, so it doesn't look too formal. And then that oversized cape thing totally works for her.
She's very juvenile. O sea, es una chica súper joven, súper trendy, porque en verdad que es una de las figuras de México that she knows how to bring in trends. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that is because whatever they wear, people are going to copy it. O sea, es una manera de ella distinguirse y poner cualquier vestuario en tendencia, you know, and I love her for it. Like, she's a beautiful girl too, and I love the fact that more Latinas are making it into the big music industry in the US, bro. So we need to be proud. We need to be proud of these Latinas.
That's
Karol G, bro. Like, Karol G, come on. You know, like, she performed at the VMAs last night, and the girl's amazing. I actually thought I can't remember her nomination. What was her nomination? She was nominated for
best kind of Latin. They just
Latin, best Latin artist or whatever. And I thought she was gonna win, pero le ganó Anita.
Yeah,
Se la ganó, la rompió.
Yeah,
but they're still Latinas, so we're good.
Right, yeah, and there was a lot of diversity, you know. I thought it was pretty cool that Univision actually aired it.
Yes, for the first time.
Right, so Raúl Alejandro performed.
Yes.
I like his look. I'm normally not a fan. I know he's very fashion forward and stuff, but yesterday, I mean, yeah, he went as with the classic look, and again, all black, and I feel like all black was definitely the hit of the night.
Trend, right?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you know how I feel about Raúl Alejandro. Like, he's definitely a fashion icon. Same thing. He's a trendsetter, and we like to see him. That's just the way it goes. So,
and
good for you.
Last but not least,
Who do we have
the Bichota, like you talked about her.
Yes.
Her performance was good. I don't know if you saw that.
What do you mean it was good? It was amazing.
Taylor Swift was dancing
yes,
with Post
with
Malone.
her. Exactly.
And I thought that was super cool. You know, the fact that Taylor Swift is so, like, easygoing and kind of supportive of other artists. And she's one of the top notch, and she doesn't have to do that.
She does.
But she's always kind of like supporting other people. I've never heard her talk bad about anybody. So I think that's what makes her big.
Of course. I've always said people will talk bad about you. People will accuse you, whatever. But it's not until you actually meet the person and you are able to take your own personal opinion towards the person, you know? And I think I feel the same way about La Bichota. I love her. I really do. I think she's known how to manage her career very properly, you know, even though like she did get caught up in the scandal with Anuel, her ex-boyfriend, you know, but even like that, she was still very ladylike and she still knew how to manage the whole situation, you know. And I think that's what made and I think that's what makes her who she is, and I think that's where she actually gained a whole total different amount of audience after that breakup with Anuel. But yes, you know what? Her look, I think it was different.
I don't like it.
I think it was very different.
She looks like a bag of hot Cheetos, Robert.
Hey, maybe she was gonna go to the premiere of Hot Cheetos afterwards. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But no, honestly, I think she did it with a purpose. She got the attention she wanted. And I like the hair, dude.
I like the pink hair better.
It's because I think you're so used to it. I think you're so used to like seeing her with the colored hair, you know, ya sea el color rosa, el color azul, you know, like yes, but you know what? She looks hot, bro. Like
she does. She actually looked hotter, but I didn't like her styling at all. I feel like she wasn't dressed appropriate. Bad. I mean, when she sang, she wore those pants.
That's what's in.
I feel like that was seen like in the 90s or something. Like
the 90s are him, bro. I mean, you should know this.
I don't know.
I mean, the big palazzo pants, you know, the bell bottoms, you know, like they're all coming back. That's what's trendy right now.
But again, I mean, I get the trends and stuff, but you got to go with something a little bit more classic to a red carpet.
I mean, I think it was different. I liked it. I like the fact
You're
that...
You're being way too nice. But anyways, that is it for us, guys. Thank you all for watching. That was the Fashion VMA critique. Again, we want to thank Bones and Blades Barber Studio at 4433 Montana. Please check them out for a good fade, for a good haircut. And we will see you on our next episode of LATINOW.
LATINOW. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you in our next episode with all the best Chucho Chismes, all the preciosos you got caught, you know, the fashion segment. So please stay tuned for our next episode of LATINOW.